Trump is now facing a legal request that has him, really concerned. And I'll explain to you why. All right. He did not anticipate this when he filed this lawsuit, which, by the way, is super old. In a case that he brought against the Pulitzer Prize Board, Trump is being asked to turn over his medical records and tax records. This did not come from Congress, okay? This did not come from, a special counsel. This came from a defamation lawsuit that Trump filed himself in 2022. Trump sued the Pulitzer Board over its 2018 prizes award to the New York Times and to the Washington Post for reporting on the Russian interference in the 2016 election. He claimed that the reporting was false and damaging, and he demanded the prizes be revoked. The Pulitzer Board reviewed the reporting and concluded it could not be dismissed or disproven, saying it helped the public understand Russia's interference. Pause. Let me tell you something. This whole Russian interference thing in that election is not just like, word of mouth. All right. That is 100% proven by multiple federal agencies with people that were appointed by Trump. Not all of them, but some of them. And when you have evidence like that, which I am more than happy to provide you guys, I can put a link to the evidence in the comments if you ask for it. When you have evidence like that and you are still claiming that this didn't happen, give me a break. Be quiet. Do your job and attempt to run the country. Just stop. Anyways, now as a part of, civil discovery, the Pulitzer Board is asking for documents they argue are relevant to Trump's claim. That includes tax returns from 2015 to the present, financial holdings, liabilities, and records related to his medical and psychological health. Psychological health. That'll be interesting. That'll be really interesting, actually. I really want to see that IQ test that he aced. He aced it. I actually made my own version of what I thought that test looked like. Should I show you guys? Let me grab it real quick. Okay. So I actually made my own version of what I thought that IQ test, but I think it was actually a dementia test looked like. And this is what I came up with after doing, research. And this is what I call the ultimate IQ test. I think this is what he took. And the only question is, what came first? And the answer was, I think he put Joe Biden. I'm assuming that's what the test looked like. He said he aced. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I made this. This is supposed to be funny, not a legal document. You cannot sue me over this. This is supposed to be funny. It's not real. I cannot be sued. Shit, I can probably be sued. This is satire. Okay, anyway, where was I? The filing was made in Florida, in a county that I really do have a hard time pronouncing. I'm just saying that right now. Trump has 30 days from December 11th to respond. This is important because it's not a punishment, all right? It's how courts test claims. When a plaintiff says that they were harmed, the other side is also allowed to ask for evidence that supports or challenges that claim. So Trump's legal team says, this case is about correcting the record and holding media accountable. But here's the legal reality. When you file a lawsuit, you do not control what questions come back. The court does. So this case also comes as questions about Trump's health and wealth continue to follow him into his second term from all angles. Trump has said that he is in great physical and mental health, and he continuously is boasting about his cognitive tests. While publicly pushing back on questions about his fitness for office. He also kept his tax returns private, even as reporting has estimated his net worth and documented business activities for the Trump Organization, now fronted by his sons. None of this means that he has to turn these, records over, at least not automatically. His lawyers can obviously object. They can seek limits. They can demand that the court decide otherwise. But this is the consequence of, going to court and making these claims. You open the door. This case is not about politics. It's about process. And right now, the process is, moving in a direction Trump did not appear to expect. And that is scaring him. And it should scare him. Being held accountable is a scary thing. That's why you should always do the right thing. And if you're doing the right thing, you don't have to be scared about being held accountable. Thank you for watching. I am Jared Zisser, and this is Ring of Fire. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you are informed about everything important in progressive politics today. And if you are looking for fact-based independent reporting all day, every day, follow me here on Instagram or here on Facebook. See you in the next video.